Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Chris. Unbias checking in, man. URL supercard. Let's talk about it, man. We got a lot to unpack in this blog right here, man. Before I get into that, everybody that's asking me about the business blog that I'm working on, about the businesses you can start with very little bit of money, I'm going to put that out in about a week. I know I said that like a week ago, but, man, I've been busy, man. I've been trying to get y'all some more information, man. I'm going to put that blog out in about a week. The 2020 recap blog, another blog I'm working on. I'm putting that out soon. So even when you think I ain't working, man, I'm working, man. I'm definitely working. I'm not one of these bloggers that blog every day anyway. So, I got other stuff going on. But I'm definitely working, man. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, all that good stuff. When I first saw this card, I wasn't super crazy about it. I thought, I kind of like had mixed feelings about it. I try not to judge a card just based on the names. There's been plenty of events where we saw crazy names on the card and the battles didn't pan out. So I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to prejudge the card. Scale to 1 to 10. I had this card after watching all the battles. Scale to 1 to 10, I gave this card a 6. I gave this card a 6 on a scale to 1 to 10. I felt like Eazy and T-Top saved this card, man, from really just being really a disaster, to be honest with you. But I felt like Eazy versus Top saved this card. I'm going to get into that later. First battle I want to talk about, though, Don Marino versus Rum Nitty. Now, this is a rookies versus vets battle, and I definitely felt like URL should have created an entire rookies versus vets card. If I ask you right now, for 2020, what was all of the rookies versus vets battles? Can you name them? Most of y'all can't even name them. And that's because URL was just throwing them on cards. You know what I'm saying? I think Young Cannon had a rookies versus vets battle. I think Shotgun Suge and Jada Nightwing was a rookies versus vets battle. I think Chillin' Real Sick was a rookies versus vets battle. You had this battle. I don't even know if there were any more, to be honest with you. If it is, I can't remember. But had there been an entire URL card called Rookies vs. Vets 2, I would remember the battlers that were on that card. And I feel like the marketing around the newcomers needs to be a lot better. Like, these people need to be showcased, you know what I'm saying? Fly them out to LA, let them get in the spotlight, put them up in a hotel, let them do all the interviews and everything. Let them get adjusted to the limelight. I feel like that's missing. I feel like it's an injustice that they didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, it's like they throwing some stuff together just really to create content for either the app or for caffeine. I don't really know, to be honest with you. So this battle was a rookies versus vets battle. I thought Don Marino, coming into the battle, I didn't really give him much of a chance of winning this battle. Rum Nitty took a lot of time off. He thought that he was battling too much. He had people that he wanted to battle. I definitely felt like for him to come back and take Don Marino, he couldn't really afford to lose. So I felt like we were going to get a pretty good Rum Nitty. And with that being said, I didn't think Don Marino could really match up with him. I will say this. I know Don Marino choked, and that pretty much messed things up for him. Had Don Marino got his material out, we would be having a different discussion about this battle. I'm not saying he would have won the battle. People probably still would have had him losing. But the conversation would have been different. I feel like people would have probably been wondering, thinking that this was more of a closer, debatable battle. But nonetheless, he choked. I think it was in the second round, if I'm not mistaken. And clearly lost the battle. And I feel like there's starting to be a separation amongst the rookies. You got Kid Chaos, Jada Nightwing, Real Sick. You kind of got them elevating over here. And then over here, you got other rookies that's trying to take that next step. And I feel like this was a big chance for Don Marino to get onto that level over here. And he just dropped the ball at the end of the day. He just dropped the ball. When you choke, you don't really give yourself a chance to win. So, I mean, he just pretty much dropped the ball. Rum Nitty was good. He wasn't the best he could be. He was beatable. But at the end of the day, Don Marino didn't do it. Danny Myers versus Drugz. Coming into the battle, I didn't have Drugz winning this battle at all. I haven't seen Drugz win a battle in about 18 months. I'm going to keep it real with you. On URL, I can't think of the last battle Drugz has won. He lost to Arsenal. He lost to, who else? Riggs. He lost to Arsenal. He lost to Riggs. He lost to Danny Myers. And he lost to JC. Those are the last 4 battles I saw of Drugz. Anytime Drugz is put in a situation where he battles someone with that's over him as far as like status and talent, he can't match it. He's too one-dimensional. All he does is yell and do gun bars, and that's not going to beat more well-rounded battlers. So for me, I felt like he was overmatched in this battle. Danny Myers pretty much took off in the third round. I'm not going to overblow his third round. I've seen people on Twitter saying like this was like the best, one of the best rounds in battle rap history. I disagree. I'm not even sure it's the best Danny Myers round I've ever heard, if I'm being real with you. But I do admit it was a very good round, a very good angle. If he comes like this in a third round, for 3 rounds versus Arsenal, he's going to beat Arsenal. I don't know. I'm not, Arsenal is definitely a totally different monster than Drugz. But I will say that Arsenal sometimes can spit filler. Arsenal sometimes can not really show up. Arsenal sometimes could just be so disrespectful, like everything ain't there. We've been getting a good Arsenal lately. I will admit that. So it'll be interesting to see the angles that he take. I don't like the fact that he took this battle so close to Arsenal, but at the same time, I do feel better about that battle now that I seen Danny Myers in his third round. I'm like, okay, now I see where Danny can go, and if he can just go here for at least 2 of the 3 rounds, he can beat Arsenal. But I still got Arsenal favored in that battle. As far as Drugz, like I said, too one-dimensional. I seen him battle E Hart, and E Hart I think almost beat him also, if not beat him. That was I'm watching the battle. It's a damn near close battle. So I don't know why Drugz is getting all these looks. I just gotta say it. I gotta keep it real with you. Like, I understand he DMV. I know P is DMV. I know P is a reason why a lot of DMV people are even in battle rap right now, because he was pushing the entire DMV wave through Norbs and putting them in a proving ground system. And I don't know if he feels like some type of loyalty or he just feels more connected to him. But, Riggs beat him and beat him clearly. Like, Riggs should be going out to LA and battling on this card. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Riggs should have been getting that look. None could have got this look. I feel like Drugz has had opportunities and he just hasn't been able. It's not even that he hasn't won the battle. It's cool. It's hard to beat Arsenal. I'm not saying you should just be a up and comer and just battle Arsenal and beat them. You're not even. These battles aren't debatable. You're not looking at the Arsenal battle and thinking it's debatable. Like, Arsenal is clearly beating them. JC is clearly beating them. Riggs is clearly beating them, and Danny is clearly beating them. So I just feel like the upper echelon of talent he's unable to match. And I don't really know who you can put him against, because he's not gonna beat anybody that's like really, really good. Now, he can beat some middle of the road people, but I don't even think he can beat like a Mike P or a Jerry West, people that haven't quite made it to what you may consider to be top tier. I don't even think he can beat them. DNA versus Geechi. This was a pretty good battle, man. I like the no gun bar DNA. One thing I can say about DNA, he's been able to reinvent himself a lot, and I think that needs to be said, and it's a testament to how good he is as a battler. First, he was boring DNA. He was trying a lot of stuff. One minute he's trying to rap on a beat. One minute he got a bomb attached to him. He was just probably trying to find himself. A lot of y'all may feel like he's still boring, but when battle rap changed and went to like a back-to-back punching kind of style, he was able to adapt to that. And I think he's one of the reasons why K-Shine is a lot better, because K-Shine was not rapping like he raps now until he got with NWX. Now he got with NWX. Now he's back-to-back punching. He wasn't rapping like that before. So I feel like now he's like, you know what? I don't want to do, I guess versus Lou Castro, he decided he wasn't going to do gun bars anymore. And now he can create a whole 3 rounds where he didn't wait years of gun bars. He can create 3 rounds now and say, you know what? I'm not doing any more gun bars. I like the fact that he can reinvent himself. Round 1, I gave DNA the first round, man. He had a pretty good first round. He talked about how Gotti got to be on all the leagues, and he needs leagues in order to prosper. He needs URL. He don't know how to make a way on his own. He needs King of the Dot so he can fund the Riot League and have a place for the Riot battles. That was pretty much his angle. He had some other bars in there. Most part, his round was good. It was crisp. It was no issues. A lot of nice bars in there. Geechi Gotti first round. First of all, he recycled. Let's just keep it real. That bar where he said, I put the cig in your mouth like a mechanic, that was from another battle. The same exact line, set up the same way. Bro, we watched way too much battle rap for you to get away with that. I don't even know why you brought that over there. I don't know if you just got lost of a train of thought and threw that bar in there to try to figure out where you was at. But nah, we're not letting that slide. So that was a recycle. You was kind of like not really stumbling, but kind of like kind of stumbling or whatever. I know you said you needed some water, but when DNA is so crisp and he's actually spitting some nice bars and you're not as crisp, DNA is gonna win that first round, man. DNA is definitely gonna win that first round. The second round, DNA was talking about Gotti battles too much. He had a couple coffee RX kind of bars, coffee and RX, and Geechi been going through that little issue ever since the riot card. That was DNA's second round for the most part. Geechi Gotti's second round though, bruh, that angle he had about Harry, about how you brought the sponsor in the battle rap and that you was just getting used and you was just getting pimped and you was never, how you gonna bring a sponsor and you not even main event these events or whatever, and the sponsor that you brought in the battle rap is paying other people to main event battles. To me, nobody really took that angle, and I think a lot of people are tired of Geechi Gotti. They Geechi Gotti out. They're tired of my dead homie, my man in jail, my op this, the gang this. I'm not tired of Geechi Gotti, my nigga. I gotta keep it real with you. I don't know if it's because I've been locked up for so long. I ain't been tired of Geechi Gotti yet. I still like what he's saying, and I still feel like despite battling all the time, he has the ability to do a lot of stuff other people can't do. First of all, his believability is through the roof. He's incorporating freestyles and rebuttals now and stuff like that. Like, I'm always entertained to watch a Gotti battle, bro. I don't feel like I've seen too much of Gotti yet. So, could he mix it up? Yeah, everybody can mix up what they got going on, but it's working for him. That Harry angle was an angle I ain't never seen someone not only just use it, but actually attack it that way. So, I definitely got Geechi winning round 2. He turned up in round 2. Round 3, DNA talked about, that's when he finally brought up avocado. He talked about him running to the internet and whining when he lose battles. What else did he say? Oh, in round 3. I ain't gonna lie. It's something DNA did in round 3 I ain't like. I didn't like him kind of like caping for Rita. That's pretty much what he was doing. He was like getting that Geechi Gotti for the stuff he said about Rita, which seemed like he was just having a cape on. It just sounded like some simp shit to me, and I didn't really even like the angle, to be honest with you. Basically, the nigga called Geechi Gotti a home wrecker, bruh. And I'm just like, bruh, I know you're not doing no gun bars, but you got to think of something a little bit more creative than home wrecker. And Rita and Anwar, they put their own selves in that position. You know what I'm saying? To where fans can rip them apart and disrespect them and say different stuff. It's what they project out and how they are publicly that bloggers are attacking them. I'm not attacking them. I don't got nothing against them, but other bloggers are attacking them. So for DNA to throw the cape on and start defending Anwar and basically calling Gotti a home wrecker, I didn't like that angle at all. And in the third round, Geechi rebutted by saying he rebutted the avocado angle by saying you did a rap promotion thing for Biden, and I felt like that was a good angle too, because Biden has his own. The younger Biden had said a couple things that seemed somewhat racist, very similar to what people are saying avocado did as far as saying something racial. So he basically saying, you saying I fuck with avocado, I'm saying you fucking with Joe Biden. So we ain't really vote for Joe Biden because we were so enamored with him. We voted for him because he was the better of the two candidates. So I think Joe Biden still got some issues that he need to work out too. But that was a freestyle that Geechi did. That was a freestyle, and that shit was fire to me. Bro, the nigga said DNA is Anwar with bars, bro. You can't tell me that shit don't seem somewhat believable and funny to me. The nigga said you ain't nothing but Anwar with gun bars. That stuff he was saying about you a nerd, you were this, you were that, you were that. It wasn't super crazy, but I'm not lying. The Gary shit was funny. If I can ask you to name me what you remember about this battle. You can't remember hardly anything DNA said in this whole battle. And DNA was spitting. He was rhyming his ass off in this battle. But you're going to remember that he's a Gary. You're going to remember that Geechi Gotti called him Gary. I got Geechi winning the third round too. These last two battles, I didn't get Geechi the battle over Goods. I didn't get Geechi the battle over DNA. Two people that are very hard to beat in battle rap. A lot of y'all tired of Geechi Gotti. I ain't tired of Geechi Gotti yet. I still feel like he brings some entertainment to the battle. And I felt like DNA to me had a good battle, but he had some spots where I was just kind of like, they were dry to me, if I'm being honest with you. I wasn't nearly as entertained. And not like the Lou Castro battle. If you watch DNA in the Lou Castro battle, you're going to kind of get a different feel of the DNA in that battle versus this battle. I felt like he had a different, like he was on a different level in that battle in my personal opinion. But that's just me. T-Top versus Eazy. You know, coming into this battle, man, I had T-Top winning this battle and winning this battle. Clearly, I said, I think verbatim that Eazy talked that drug talk, but T-Top just talked that shit better. And this was a very, very, very dope battle, bro. Very dope battle, man. The growth of Eazy to me is really kind of unbelievable, bro. Like, I've seen him battle before. He's not like no rookie. I mean, people been putting him as a rookie, but he's definitely not a rookie. To see where he is now, like, yo, he can go up against anybody and you won't feel like he's overmatched. Anybody in battle rap right now, he can battle. I mean, outside of maybe a Lux and a Mook. But anybody in battle rap that you put him against, you're going to be like, you know what? This would be, Eazy going to be able to hold his own. And that says a lot from where he was to where he is right now. Like, niggas just talking to him like he the best thing in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And he was never in them Philly conversations before. I remember, like, people used to talk about the best in Philly. They'll be talking about Cicero and Inez and Bill Collector and all these other people, and it was like Eazy was never mentioned, and now you can really look at him and be like, yo, he really holding down Philly right now. Before I get into the rounds, let me say this. Before the battle got set up, T-Top was a heavy favorite in my opinion in this battle. When he didn't show to the battle, I felt like the narrative started to change. I felt like all of a sudden Eazy started emerging as seemed to be like a favorite to win this battle after that. Seemed to be like a favorite. I also feel like the underdog role plays a part too. People want to see the underdog win. I feel like Eazy is turning into like the people's champ. Like that pain and that struggle, people relate to that, and people want to see the underdog win. So that was another advantage he had. So he got the advantage of T-Top backing out. He got the advantage of the underdog role. The other advantage he had was that he went second. If your opponent goes here in a round and you go here as well, I heard you last though. So that stays on my mind and allows me to kind of feel like you won a battle. When I'm watching a battle, I block out all of that though and just grade the battle as is. But I realize a lot of fans in close battles tend to want to go with the second person. I noticed that. I know there's a trend on that. I've been seeing that a lot on the app too. I noticed that as a trend. So coming into the first round, I'm already seeing T-Top at a little bit of a disadvantage. So in my mind, I'm looking at the battle like, yo, I need to really block this out and just grade the battle as is. T-Top starts the first round off. I didn't want to do this battle. I only did it for the bag. I don't know why he said that. Everybody be saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? You took the battle. We don't want to hear that shit now. I know you probably trying to build in an excuse in case you choke or have a bad round, or you're trying to make it seem like your opponent is so small that you didn't even want to take the battle. But everybody say it. You was a block boy shaving grams from moving. I used to rap about the same thing before I realized that plan was stupid. Pushing rock to make fire. That's so easy. A caveman could do it. That was pretty decent. You lying in your rap straight fronting. Claiming you were cooking as a kid, Eazy. Baked ovens. That was alright. Dog, you said you was really doing damage because you said you had to braid your daughter hair and trap at the same time. Micromanage. I was fucking with that bar. Micro braids, micromanage. I was fucking with it. The airplane airport scheme, I felt like was pretty clever. This wasn't even your departure. I told Smack he still had to pay my cash. He told me to find a rival if I want to claim my bag. A rival baggage claim. I actually like that. The cell block scheme was also pretty good, man, when he ended with the that's what I got my cell block for and the CB4 and all that. I felt like T-Top had a pretty solid first round, man. A pretty good first round from T-Top. All the rounds were good in this battle. Let me just say that, but a pretty good first round from T-Top. Eazy came back in the first round talking about T-Top lying about the drug raps in his battles. He did a very good job of painting this narrative that T-Top is embellishing his whole drug kingpin story. And he did a damn good job of doing it just by saying simple stuff like how much is in, how many grams is in this and how much is in that. And just looking at him like, yo, you don't even know this. He did it. I mean, even if you believe T-Top was really in the streets and selling drugs, he did a good job of making it seem like a little bit of that is makeup or embellish or whatever. And you got to give him credit for that. That believability and able to snatch that from your opponent is actually a dope trait to have. That bar he had about it's the difference in the Mama I Made It bar where he was talking about I show you the difference in saying Mama I Made It. I actually like that bar a lot. The Mayonnaise Miracle Whip bar was fire. The Hurricane Dew bar he had where he was like Dew won't even get offended by a nigga that throw water bottles. He was right. He was right. T-Top did have a lot of Dew bars that was coming up in the second round. So he was already pre-projecting that this is what you were going to talk about. The Anatomy bar where he was talking about drugs and stuff. The girl developed faster than a boy. I think he was talking about Jasmine. That was nice. Best friend goes 3 dickheads in there. Vague Rex and your baby mom. I was fucking with that bar too. Do you know what would happen if I robbed you and found nothing? I would be tripping. I'll beat you up until I break something. That wasn't in the mission. Intermission. The way the cadence made it rhyme. This was a very close round, but I gave it to Eazy. I gave this round to Eazy. Round 2. I like T-Top. He started off with the whole, do you remember what I did with chess and UFF? And then applying it, I knew this would be easy as a piece of cake. Pretty good intro. So much attention was so much attention you could have promoted your mixtape. I should have had Rock and Cal on this card. I would have been straight. Now y'all got me hot, so I'm coming for Cal E and Tay, Caliente. I was fucking with that. I definitely was fucking with that bar. You been to jail, right? You was brawling with the inmates, but I'll get you shot from all angles like you coming out of intake. Man, that line is simple, but it's fire. Because if you've been to jail, then you know you do get shot from all angles like you coming out of intake. So that was a fire line. The Dew bars were next. The Dew bars was crazy. I felt bad for Dew. You know what I'm saying? Like Dew is cool as hell, but she gonna be catching it at a lot of Eazy battles. That's gonna be a trend. It's already been a trend. I know a lot of y'all may be saying, are the Dew bars overdone? I don't know. Not to me, they ain't. I actually like every one of these Dew bars. I gotta keep it real with you. I told you T-Top is like a master angler now. When he finds an angle, he works the shit out of it. When you look at Mook, B-Dot, and T-Top, they are 3 of the best anglers on URL, in my opinion. And T-Top worked this angle. I'll catch you at a courtroom getting married. I don't care if I got 2 shots left. I'll kill you in front of her and the judge. That's something I'll let Dew process. Man. Round 2 on Eazy, though. Eazy was snapping in round 2, bro. He talked about how T-Top be hating on his peers like Swamp and said he was even hating on Briz. Talking about I slipped up on stage, King. That ain't how it go. How you gonna smoke E when I seen a bear stop, drop, and roll? Fire. I can get it popping anywhere and take the block with me. All that bear shit, then a fight start, and now Top busy. Fire. You chasing Cal to battle, but not chasing him to punch back. That's another good angle that he took in his battle. A lot of stuff T-Top was saying in round 2, I felt like was kind of like make-believe stuff. Like, you know, I'll shoot you like at all angles like you coming out of intake. It's a fire line, but it's not a realistic line. Like, you really not shooting nobody. But when you start talking about, I seen a bear stop, drop, and roll. You chasing Cal, but you ain't chasing him to punch him back. All that bear shit, but when a fight stop, now Top busy. Those to me are more personal bars. Like, we really saw you in a fight, and we really saw you not doing none of the stuff you be talking about you be doing. I felt like Eazy round hit harder, and I got him winning the second round as well. If I target you, then a bear in hibernation is how I market you. I'll make beeping through a metal detector a part of you. Man. Round 3. I gave round 3 to T-Top. This is another close round that could go either way. I like him talking about, investing and veteran talk. And I'm going to show you why I wasn't locked up, because I didn't get caught. I pay niggas like you to be on the block, so I don't got to be on the block. You putting all your eggs in one basket. Soon it'll be over easy. I like that. His mom at the funeral with a hearse in front, hugging the block like it's the first of the month. Called Mook out in this round. Easy third round is fire though, bruh. Where I'm from, if you don't fight with your man, then when you get home, you gotta rumble. That's true shit, man. If your man is in a fight and you don't jump in and help out, when you get home, we gotta get it shaken. I've been a star on the side. Now it's time for us to converse. Converse shoes, got a star on the side. I've been through it. You got to feel it. I put work in the attic. That's the reason I reached the highest ceiling. I gave them plates before I fed my face. Was it love or did I embrace the hate? They called me bro and got me hooked. Now then I chased the bait. All because it was scales on the floor. Imagine what I stepped on to see my weight. Yo, Eazy was talking in this battle, bruh. The more and more you watch this battle, you're going to have Eazy winning. That's why I think it's probably going to get a little bit more uglier for Top on the app, because I think over time you're going to catch some of the references of what Eazy is talking about, because his stuff is a little more intricate than T-Top. With T-Top, you kind of know what he's saying. So it's not like, oh, I didn't really understand this or catch this. When these battles hit the app and you're able to play them over and over and over again, I think it's going to be slowly but surely even more favorable to Eazy. And I got Eazy winning this battle 2-1, man. Definitely a good battle. Subscribe to the channel. Holla at your boy.
G2 is the third master. 1 on 814, 814,